Oh,
That
hi,
being
Craig.
recorded.
That's okay, Craig. I'm old and I know it.
Well, Craig is all knowing. He's always listening.
That's terrifying.
It is. But to be fair,
Yeah.
we carry around like tiny little, listening
Earphones?
devices in our pockets
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
rely
So,
pretty heavily on.
yeah, that's definitely true. Oh. So I saw this Facebook post earlier, and it was a picture of Will Smith's genie and Robin Williams' genie. And they were trying to vote on which genie was best. Not a single person voted for Will Smith.
Dude, that guy he went from like one of the most loved people ever. And now everybody just dogs him.
Yeah.
Like that.
I like his older stuff. Like
Yeah.
Independence Day is one of my
I
favorite movies
Robot.
of all. I Robot was really good. Wild Wild West was a lot of fun when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Men in
it
Black.
was. Men in Black was such a good series. What was the other one where he had the German Shepherd?
Oh, I Am Legend.
Yes, that was also
That
a
movie
really good movie.
that movie was sad as hell.
Dude, it's so sad.
Yeah. The alternative ending was pretty cool though.
Yeah, it was. I
Like
haven't
I
seen
know it
that
was a
movie in so long.
oh me neither. Like I know it was a book and all, but I just never I don't know. I never wanted to look it up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Some things are better just left untouched, I guess.
Absolutely, man. Because then it's just like now you're gonna try to compare the book to the movie and the movie to the book. It's like nah. It's like nah, I'm good. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because there's like, dude, it can create some personal bias.
Mm-hmm.
Like I a good example at least of a recent thing I've seen like that too is Lies of P.
Mm.
Uh, I saw rumors of it, like they were supposed to maybe bat the idea around of doing a Netflix like live adaptation of
Right.
that telling of Pinocchio.
Okay.
But because that's what the game is. I mean, your character is Carlo, but you're Pinocchio. But your name is
Yeah.
actually Carlo. It's a like tribute to the original author.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, but like it was a lot of the like reviews I saw were mostly like this is the best telling of this story, da da da, just something to that extent.
Right.
And yeah, I see where you're coming from though, to try to just leave the personal bias out of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Because I mean, like,
oh, go ahead.
okay, like I had that issue. So like, I love Ghibli movies. Like I grew up watching them. I mean, I've watched them for as long as I can remember. And then I found out that Howl's Moving Castle wasn't originally a Ghibli movie. It was a book. It was, I think there was like 3 books to the novelization of it. And the story's more or less the same, but Hayao Miyazaki definitely changed quite a bit, removed a bunch of things. Like one of my favorite things from the book, I think they were called like the 7 league boots or something like that. Basically, a pair of boots you put on, and you take one step one way, and you travel like a dozen kilometers away or whatever.
Oh,
And I was like, that is so cool. But yeah, that's why and the same thing goes with like the Harry Potter movies and stuff. Like, I read all the books growing up because that was my generation's thing was those books. And then you
yeah,
watch the movies
it
and
really was.
yeah. And then you see the movies, and of course they have to cut stuff out. Like they can't put everything in the book in there.
No,
But
they never can.
right. But then you expect to see certain scenes, and then you never get to see them, and you're a little bit disappointed, and it's just like, eh. I don't know. I don't know.
That's Hollywood for you, man.
Like, do you know what the first banned Yu-Gi-Oh card was?
Um, the first band card?
Yeah, the very first banned Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Hmm. I can't say that I know this with confidence, but I could take a good guess.
Yeah.
Uh oh, is it the duo card?
The who?
Damn it, hold on. Uh the Yu-Gi-Oh player not knowing what card I'm talking about. Delinquent duo.
Nah, it was Change of Heart.
Okay.
Which I guess
That
that makes sense, because like that was
I mean that was a big thing back
well,
then.
sorry, it wasn't the first. It was in like the first grouping of cards to get banned, but it did come from the original set, which is why I said,
How many
you know,
cards
what
were on the original ban list?
oh dude, don't make me lie. I gotta go to the Google machine.
Oh, I thought you had something pulled up already. That's why I was
No.
picking
No.
your brain.
Nah. In the first ban list in Yugi Man's.
So,
Quite a few, actually.
you know, we had
Eh,
another set of Yugi Mans drop this week too.
There's
And
13.
damn,
Yeah.
that's like I'm pretty sure that's more than Magic has ever banned.
Really?
Um,
That's crazy. Truly, truly crazy. But do you know what wasn't on that first ban list? Pot of Greed.
well, I mean, nobody knew what it did.
It was limited.
And they were just like, listen, we're just going to keep taking it away from you until you figure it out.
Right? Oh man, why the hell is Sangan and Witch of the Black Forest on here? How am I supposed to summon my sandwich? That's dumb. United We Stand. I remember that card.
United we stand. So it looks like a total of 7 cards.
Gross.
Well, I mean,
It makes
there
sense,
are
especially
there.
back then.
Well, I mean, just I don't know. I feel like even Yu-Gi-Oh's always been a game that unfortunately has to have a constant revolving ban list.
Right.
Because, like, as much as I can even sit here and be like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is just me watching my opponent combo off for like 20 minutes or something like that. Back in the day, it was still like the first few turns, the duel was over. It
It could be.
there's always been a meta. There's always been a the most consistent strategy throughout every single new set release, ban list, like the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Now,
Um,
personally, I honestly, as much as I also want to sit here and say, like, Konami, like, what the fuck are you doing? This is a bad move. Like, honestly, it's genius, but I think that they play test stuff like I don't, I can't put a time frame on it, but sometime into the future, they play test new stuff. You know, do a ban list, that kind of thing. I think it's all just to push product
yeah.
because Yu-Gi-Oh's game, at least since like 2019, I'd say it's just been power creep. Like I can remember at least two absolute tier zero formats
Mhm.
where if you didn't play this or that, you didn't like good luck if you got paired up with it because you may as well scoop.
I'm just gonna build a deck of 5 Exodia pieces and 35 pot of greeds.
So, you know, you can use pot of greed again.
Yeah, I saw that with that new format.
The Genesis format.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. I'm gonna give them props on this. Like have my I have my thoughts about the point system. I'd like to know the reasoning behind some cards on this point
Yeah.
system. But as a whole idea, I think it's a really good thing. I think it's gonna really draw in some like casual play. Uh and I also think it's really cool it's gonna get its own YCS. Like it's gonna have its own like tournaments and everything. Like it's gonna be so cool. Local game stores are gonna be able to run the format. And the other cool thing is like so like my local game store, they could set, the standard point limit is 100. The store could make it fun and be like, all right guys, let's see what you do with no points. And
Oh,
they
so you
can
can
like
only yeah.
so they can like officially set and like, you know what I mean, for the tournament that night. Like they could raise it too. They could be like, all right guys, have another 100 points.
Every round that you advance, you get to add 100 points.
Well, yeah, they could. No, I'm not sure if that's completely legal, but that is a fucking cool idea.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Or like, okay, maybe not 100 points since the standard cap is 100. But like, okay, so every round that you win, you get 10 points to use. And then you can add cards from your extra deck. Well, shit, you don't even have an extra. Yeah, you don't. Oh, no extra monsters. There's no pendulums. Okay. Um, but no, I mean, I think that'd be so cool if you win your round or you win your match or what have you. You get 10 points, and then you get to add pointed cards, and I don't know. I think that'd be neat
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool.
because I'm sitting here looking at this list of cards and their point values and whatnot. And I mean, there's only a couple that are actually like the full. I don't want to say a couple. There's quite a few that are like the full 100 points. But
Yeah. Um, you know, when I first heard about this format, I got super excited. I was like, yo, this is my chance to play my absolute favorite deck, Virtual World. Um, so with everything being unbanned, the reason that Virtual World isn't at full power is because True King of all calamities was banned because of Virtual World, because it could spam out level 9s and go into it. It was so gross. The card basically said, I pick this type of monster or attribute. I forget which one it was. One of those two, though. And it just said, you don't get to, it makes everything this, and the monsters with those attributes or types can't activate those effects. So it
That's
was,
dirty.
it's really, really fun for me.
Fun for you, just not the other person.
But he's 100 points.
Oh, okay.
Now, this screws me because the other route that I could take, I have a kind of funny synchro line that gets me into a fusion summon of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, who is also 100 fucking points.
Oh,
Now,
damn. So that really limits you, doesn't it? Because there are a lot of cards on here that are 100 points, and if each
well,
tournament, like, if you can only bring 100 points.
see, like, so there are 2 Virtual World cards that have points. The
Right.
one main deck monster that's your main searcher, she is 3 points each. And then your boss monster, Shen Shen, is 20 points. Now, I generally
Mm,
only run 1 Shen Shen and 3 Lulu. So
right.
that's 29 points right there. And it's like, why though? Like, because there's some cards on here that don't cost anything. Like, I have one of the most represented decks of this new format already built. It's one of my it's a deck I really took to. It's called Eldritch, the Golden Lord. He is basically a big zombie that just keeps spamming shit out and floodgates and pop stuff. And then I could make giant tanks and burn you for 2,000 attack, and then make a bigger tank that's like 6,000 attack points that just run into you.
Sounds scurry.
It's fun. Now, the way I don't play it the way most people do, though, and I'm hoping that I can at least cost effectively play it. Um,
Yeah.
but Eldritch is a zombie monster. So I still run all your typical like Eldritch spells, traps, and stuff like that. Like that's the main engine of the deck. But I like to run Zombie World alongside of it and a few zombie cards with it. Because whenever you get Zombie World on the field, there is a dragon fusion monster that requires 2 zombie monsters. So basically, you get Zombie World on field, get a Super Poly, because then you can use your opponent's monsters because they're also zombies.
Nice.
And what's really funny is, let them get like 2 boss monsters out, drop a Super Poly, just use both their boss monsters to make one of your really annoying extra deck monsters.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. Zombies are cool.
Zombies are cool. I mean, zombies have always been cool. Like, I remember one of my first favorite monsters, just because I'm a huge Halloween fan, was the Headless Knight.
Okay,
And
yeah.
like he was just some vanilla card. I think he had like 1450 or something like that for attack. Like he wasn't anything like uberly special, but I thought he was so cool. Like I don't know. I think I still have a couple copies of him in one of my binders. Or maybe it's just in one of my random boxes of cards, but like I always thought that he was just such a neat designed card because like I loved the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Um
Yeah.
and I like he was just a walking suit of armor with a sword, and he was dope.
Sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, like that's what I love about vanilla cards and whatnot. Just because, like, he doesn't do like he just a normal. He's a vanilla card, and it's just a haunted spirit of the falsely accused knight who wanders in search of truth and justice. So I mean, he's not a zombie; he's a fiend. But
Yeah. No,
I don't
and
know. He's dope.
dude, even with all the stuff that they put in the text box, like make a space under the text box and you can still put some flavor text. Magic does it.
I said, I wish Yu-Gi-Oh would do that because I loved when they would put flavor text on their cards.
Well,
Like
dude,
even if it was just so much fun.
they have so many lore driven archetypes out there now.
Hmm.
And I mean, they have so many different archetypes out there, even the ones that aren't like super lore driven.
Right.
With some extra flavor text on a card, you could just drive the story that much farther.
Yeah.
Like what's happening in this artwork? Like,
Yeah.
yes, like even if it's a monster card, like okay, like maybe like we'll say like Mimical Master for instance. Okay, we get it. Like he is, he's that guy. He makes those dudes, controls those dudes. He's their master, legitimately. But like, what's he doing in this scene that you painted for me? Like, give me just a little bit of something.
Nah, they're too busy printing half a book for an effect on cards. So that way they can't do the flavor text because then you really wouldn't be able to read that like comma or that semicolon or
Yeah. And like, dude, like I'm saying, like, and I'm probably biased just because I like Mimigals a whole bunch,
yeah.
but just all the cards that we have for that, like the artworks are obviously like kind of painting some kind of story of like, even if it's just like making it like a kind of like a short little legend or something, the legend of the Mimigal dungeon or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Now I
Nah,
will
that'd be cool.
I will give them credit on the anime series though. I'm waiting until it's all finished and I'm just gonna binge it, but been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Which one?
So this they did Dogmatica and the Fallen of Alabaz, which is the
Gunzun
whole yeah, Fallen of Alabaz. It was a fusion deck that also led into an archetype called Branded, which was a bunch of fusion dragons.
Oh.
They all tie in together. I can't remember when it came out, but it was like the first really big big story that they painted throughout cards because they would keep releasing like support, whether it was mid, really bad, you know good for like a format or something, but they would keep releasing the support and the lore would just keep going, and they would do this for about a year, maybe two. The first one they did was, like I said, it was Dogmatica, Branded, Fallen of Alabaz, the Ashen City, and all that. Then it was the story of Dia Bellstar, the Black Witch, um, and the whole Snake Eyes story, the White Forest story, Azamina. I want to say there was, even Goblin Bikers were a part of that. That was actually a really cool story. The she's like the main card in Snake Eyes, but Diabell Star the Black Witch. She's like it's kind of like it's like an old western, but like she's a witch.
Nice.
And it's I don't know, it's anime-esque. She gets found by the goblin bikers trying to find information out on the Snake Eye Temple so she can go harness the power. Like it's so cool.
Like they could totally do like a bunch of shorts, like just quick animated shorts, kind of like Pokemon does. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not really shorts, but like we get some really cool animated little blips and whatnot. And they could totally do that with certain archetypes with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well,
And that would look so cool.
that's kind of the start of this.
Okay.
Because like the intro to the show, like there's, for instance, in my opinion, the two best Xyz monsters to ever exist. They're basically Gundams. One's a good Gundam and one is like a fiendish Gundam.
Oh, is that the Zeus and the other one?
Yeah, Zeus and Typhon.
Okay.
There's like a short clip of them clashing in space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're starting to do stuff like that. I think this is their like dipping their toes in the water to see like where it goes. Uh
Okay.
so far it looks like it's being taken very well. They're even doing a little short set for this anime release. So there's going to be like cards with screenshots from the show that you can get. So I think Yu-Gi-Oh is starting to branch out. I think they might I think they might be starting to hear the players, because like the new format, the anime is going well. Um, Now I will say I can't believe this, but the Duma Dimensions set that just released like last week, already $44 a booster box on TCG Player.
That's
Like
insane.
24 packs, $40.
No, that's not bad. Like
No, it's
for the
not at
whole
all.
box?
Yeah, they're normally like at least 75 to 90 most of the time. Like
Damn.
at a local game store.
All that for 40 bucks.
Yeah, 24 packs, 40
That's
bucks.
insane.
And there are cards in there that are worth more than the box. If you
Awesome.
what actually, damn you, Konami. I just hyped you guys up, like 2 episodes ago for doing a good job on pricing, and then you make me look like an ass. So in the new set, Yummy got support. It got this one of the secret slots in the set, and it is a marshmallow. It is specifically called Marshmallow because it's a cat. But that little fucker is $45 a copy.
That's
And
insane.
everything else is a couple bucks. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Konami,
I,
you're kind of hurting my feelings here.
I think it's insane that you can get a whole box of cards for one price, and then one card in that entire box can more than pay for that box.
Now, and that's just this one of the secrets in the set. That's the Yummy Marshmallow.
Okay.
So there are starlights in that box that are like probably somewhere around the 80 to 90 mark. So you could hit one and double your money.
Right.
So there is that chance. It's just, you know, when I got into this, boxes were like a buck 20.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe this is starting to get to them, like their wake up call, like shit. All right, we gotta, the same old song and dance ain't working no more. We gotta start tapping our feet to a different fucking tune. But I don't know. I think it's a good. I think this is definitely a good step in the right direction. I think they need to make a few adjustments to this point system, like just cards specifically. Like, I mean, there's like, I'm trying to find a good example. Like, all right, all right, like, yeah, I think all floodgates and hand traps should be on there. But
Yeah.
like, okay, so this is my question: Why is there's canine?
Who?
Why is one of the strongest canine? It's one of the strongest engines in the game right now.
Oh.
One of one of their really good cards is 5 points. Why is something like that low, and something like, hmm, what's a good example here? Dun 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 dun. What's but our Infernity launcher is 88 points. Are you kidding me? An
No.
Infernity card? There's
Aren't those the
no
ones that
way.
aren't those the ones
What?
that require you to have no cards in your hand to use them?
Are you kidding me? Invoked Kaliga is 90. Okay. Okay. That's crazy.
There's a lot of
Like
cards on that list.
505. Yeah, I haven't gotten through all of it. Like I've skimmed it, but there's a lot that I'm seeing on here now that I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this one that's mine drains 100? That's fair. I don't know what the hell mistake is. Moon in Glacia is 100. That's funny to me. Mystic Mine is 100.
Mystic Mind's back.
Dude,
Gonna make people cry.
I honestly like I think I think you could make a pretty cool little Mystic Mine deck if you put your mind to it.
Mhm.
Like stun decks or stun decks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think some of these are pretty fair, but some of these I'm like, like I just can't get behind it. What is Baroned? What is Baroned? Baroned Floored is only 85 points. Fuck off. That should be an easy 100. But dude,
That's insane.
the ability to be able to run some of these cards at 3, like, dude, Called by the Grave at 3, that is that is so great to me. But you know what else is great?
But
Pocketpair's clapback at Nintendo.
yeah, yeah, that was pretty great. Instead of instead of just letting Nintendo do their farming simulator.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they're like,
excited
you know
for it.
what? It's kind of funny to me because they're like, look, Nintendo, if you're gonna beat the dead horse, we're gonna come over here and beat it with you.
And it's sad because Power World's version looks a lot better.
Dude, it honestly looks like a lot of fun. Like I'd give it a good honest try.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on release,
Yeah,
but
I don't. I'll probably let it ride a little bit too. I
unless
mean,
they pull the whole, oh, if you own Power World, you have this game.
honestly, mm, I could see that going either way just because, the lawsuit that's already going on that they're probably shilling out more money than they ever should have for. But at the same time, just giving away a free game like that to, we'll say loyal customers, that definitely makes you look pretty good. But
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, it's not like they're a bad company or anything. Like I think they're a pretty great dev team. I mean, aside from that weird dating sim that I hoped was a joke.
Like that was one thing with the trailer for this new one is like they are making all the pals be able to like talk and whatnot. I think that's a little weird. I mean, maybe that's just me, but it's strange. Um, I I think there's too many weirdos out in the world for that.
Yeah, like because just coming from playing Animal Crossing, like even some of them cats and shit on Animal Crossing say some pretty out of pocket stuff from time to time.
Yeah. Well, and
And
then with that game alone, you already have a whole lot of weirdos.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm excited either way.
yeah, I mean, it's cool to see that they're not just sticking to the same thing. Like they
Mhm.
said, okay, we had Pal World, and we'll probably still see updates and DLCs. And I mean, well, they're doing another collaboration. I mean, I don't know if we'll get anything in game for that, but they're collaborating with Once Human.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess in Once Human, you're going to be able to collect a few pals.
Nice.
And I mean, I'm not really sure what you do. I've never played it, but I assume it's some kind of action game.
Okay.
But so I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think I think it's cool to see them stepping out and giving us, all kinds of stuff within their little Pal World verse.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to introduce any new pals. Just because I know there's a couple of pals that were like in the trailer that we still haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
then
mean,
there were
I'm
a couple like data mined like 3D like models too. Like
right.
that. Did you see the one that kind of looks like the one Mega Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Then there was that. I think there was like a dragon or something too.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of unreleased pals. Like I remember there was the one that looked like Luxray, I think.
Yeah, man. Where is that one?
Like some of them just looked super cool. But no, there was the one Mewtwo one that you were talking about. There was like a giant whale that we never got.
Yeah, the one that had like a whole party on.
Yeah, and then Boltmane was that Luxray looking one. And then Drago Tastrophe or
Yeah,
Drago Sprout, yeah, whatever the hell I pronounce
yeah.
that.
I think it
Like
was like Drago
his eyebrows
Catastrophe
look
or
cool.
something.
His
Yeah,
eyebrows look so cool. And then
I
there's the one picture that we have of the colossal worm. Like we just see a silhouette of it, and I want to fight
mhm,
it.
yes. I I think they have a lot more up their sleeve than we're really giving them. I don't know, maybe not giving them credit for, but I really think they're going to surprise us
Yeah,
whenever the game fully launches. Like, I think we're going to see a bunch of new stuff. They're probably going to, I imagine, for some celebration purposes of the official launch. But I don't, they've just been really good about, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like, every couple months they're wowing us, but they're fairly consistent at dropping good batches of content.
yeah, especially with that Terraria DLC combo. Like
Yeah,
that was cool. Like that was great.
I still am, dude. I still run through that dungeon because they've been, they it really shows they took notes.
Hmm.
They heard us, they made the dungeons bigger. They made them, I mean, along with them being larger in size, there's more treasure to find. There's more enemies to fight. So, it's a little more
And
challenging if you actually want to go through and find all the chests and have a chance at some of that armor because, there's
yes,
exclusive stuff in there.
those weapons were pretty great.
Dude, I'm telling you, they knocked it out of the park with the weapons.
Absolutely.
I still say that one of my favorite things in the game now is the drafting table.
Yeah, man, that was great.
Now, I
Especially
wish I wouldn't have just fucking dropped, you know what I mean, and discarded so many freaking blueprints because I had tons and I could have just been making like legendary everything.
like I remember making chests specifically for blueprints. Like each time that I was able to get another tier up chest or a higher grade chest, I would always make sure that I made one for because I have like crazy ADHD or how you want to call it about that whole shtick where it's like I like everything to be sorted. So it's like all the fruits go in one, like all the skill fruits go in one, all the mining material goes in another, and so on and so forth. Just that way I know where everything is. Like
I
I don't want to have to be searching for one fucking thing. I mean, granted, you can build that one machine that gives you access to all of your chests, but
That thing is such a godsend.
yeah, it is.
Especially after you just went on like a huge material run.
Yeah, yeah. But no, Pal World, like they definitely did Pal World right. Like that
Yeah.
is what I wish Pokemon would be more like. Like that aspect of gameplay. I mean, you don't have to give the Pokemon guns, you don't have to give the Pokemon
No.
weapons. Like that's fine, that's whatever. But give us this open world. Like I know we're getting ZA. That's
But
cool, that's
see,
great, whatever. But it's not the same.
I was gonna say, but like, I don't know. I feel like yeah, it's open world, but I still feel like it's kind of walled.
Like, give me an open world game. Like shit, they could remake Kanto, remake Red, Blue, and Yellow, but remake it like Pal World, where the game engine of Pal World in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, where say you want to use HM2 for fly, you actually get on your Pokemon and then you can fly wherever the hell you want to fly to.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
that kind of stuff would blow people out of the water. Like you don't even have to put in the building mechanic. That's fine, that's whatever. Make the battles the same, make the battles like Pal World, make the graphics like Pal World, make the interactions with your Pokemon like Pal World, like that kind of stuff I think would sell so unbelievably well, and Pokemon's not gonna do it because they're gonna be like, but we don't want people to say we're copying Pal World. It's like, dude, bite the bullet. Do that.
Yeah, I mean, because they could slowly just release up to every generation.
Yeah, right? Here's
People
a
would
DLC.
eat it up.
Everyone knows Pokemon loves their DLC.
And dude,
Although,
now imagine now, and I doubt they actually they might. I don't know. They could do it. But the entire map, like you know how big that damn map is on Power World.
oh yeah.
Make that a like that whole map size a region. Like
I mean, shit.
make it feel like I actually traveled through these like all these routes and all these
Right.
caves and everything like that.
Well, because I mean, like, Kanto's not a small, like, it's not supposed to be a small thing. Like, Mount Moon is supposed to be huge, not just a little blip on the map. Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be huge. Like, Victory Road is supposed to be huge. But because they're limited to their little 8-bit devices and what have you, and I get it. I get it. It's Pokemon. They're not an adventure game. They are, a monster catcher strategy game, whatever. But if they were to take pointers from Power World and make, like, I wouldn't even care if they release one game for each generation. I would spend the 60, $70 per game to buy them all.
Oh, same. I'm there with you
Like,
on it.
like I would have so much fun with that. And then even if you
What's the
wanted to say, even if you wanted to say like, hey, people don't like you send out your pal and then it goes out and fights like they have in the ZA or in Power World. That's fine. Give them the option though. Give
yeah,
them the option to want to do those real-time battles compared to set turn battles. People would love them both. Like, because you would have those people who only like the set battles, you'd have those people who only like the real time battles. That's fine. That should be fine enough for you, or that should be easy enough for them to put into the coding for it. That would blow
yeah.
people out of the water. Like that would blow people's minds.
Oh, for sure. Nobody would know what to do with that. I mean, actually, they would. They'd play the shit out of it. That's what they would do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, the just the aspect of it too, where you are a trainer trying to take these big journeys and survive. Because I mean, if you look, I mean, read some of these Pokedex entries.
Yeah.
It's not all sunshine and daisies out there in the woods at night.
No.
So, that's also really cool. That's a cool aspect, I think.
Yeah.
Like, they have already done it, the camping and picnic aspects.
Right.
Like, bring that into it as well. Like, you already have some cool ideas that you could mesh in with it and make it, you know what I mean? Add those elements to make it your own. Then nobody's going to say, oh, you're just copying Pal World. Well, then shut up and quit saying they're copying you. Nobody's going to bitch. It's really
Right.
what it boils down to.
Nah, I mean, and I think it would be really cool if they were to make their Pokedex entries actually mean something. Like, make them actually mean something in game. Because, like, you see, like, Gengar, for example, he, like, hides in your shadow and slowly siphons away your life or some craziness like that. And, like, you're never gonna get to see that
Yeah.
in games or whatnot. Like, you're just never gonna. Or here, the red and blue one is under a full moon. This Pokemon likes to mimic the shadows of people and laugh at their fright. Now, how cool would that be? Say you're walking around, you just reached Lavender Town. You're walking around Lavender Town. You can see the moon casting your shadow on the ground, and suddenly that shadow gets a great big old grin, and you just start hearing laughing all over the place. Like, that would be so cool.
Dude, it would be awesome. Like, dude, imagine the cinematics they could make for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, it could still follow like a storyline or a revamped storyline. That it tightly follows the originals. Like, just give me the option to go exploring where I want to go exploring. I mean, there's so many games that have done it and done a beautiful job at it. Like, they have so many pointers that they could be taken from people.
Like I know a lot of the later Dex entries. It talks about hiding their shadow and absorbing their body heat. And that's another thing. You could make it so that like how Palworld has their heat and cool scaling. If a Gengar is attached to you somehow your body's just always a tick colder. Like something as simple as that. Like you have all heat based clothes, but you're still not at max heat because there's a Gengar somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just you get all these super cool Pokedex entries, and nothing about those Pokedex entries has anything to do with the game, and it sucks. Like it's saddening.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, it's cool to read and maybe have the information, but when it doesn't affect anything for you, like, okay, like as far as
Yeah.
gameplay goes,
Yeah, it's like the flavor text on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like it's cool to read. It doesn't do anything though.
yeah. But if you have both,
Yeah.
you know, then people are gonna bite on it a lot harder.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
like
dude,
if we
especially like whenever you're going through like areas like the desert in the Hoenn region,
mhm.
or let's take like you know, let's say you run up on a whole group of slugmas.
The temperature goes up
Yeah,
because they're literally lava slugs. It's like, yeah, that would make
you,
sense.
you take damage for getting near them and touching them because of how hot their bodies are, that kind of stuff.
And if you didn't have the right kind of gear on,
Yeah,
like I don't know.
and I
Maybe
could
that's the
like
other.
I could also see like, all right, so this would be a cool idea. So you know how like in Power World, like after you catch like 10 of them, you get like an experience bump.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's say we'll take Slugma for example again. We'll say you catch 20 of them, maybe even 25. We'll say 25. That's a good number. And you take less damage or no damage whenever, you run into a Slugma because, after catching so many, you've learned how to handle them. Some kind of like stat, like some kind of bonus for
Yeah.
like each individual Pokemon. Like you don't even have to take the damage away completely, but you could say like, all right, you take 25% less damage now.
Environmental damage. Yeah.
Yeah. From like that specific Pokemon. And I'm saying make it like a challenge for each Pokemon.
Right. But then I think they'd have to worry about like because I don't think that they would ever get. Well, I don't want to say they would never give the trainer an HP bar because Legends Arceus, we've seen that they give the trainer, their HP. But on like
Yeah.
the original ones, like I could totally see them doing that for like Pokemon who are opposites. Like, say you have an ice type out in the middle of the desert, maybe its moves are weakened and it takes more damage because it's in that hot sun. Or
Yeah.
if you're in a rainy area and you have a fire type, its moves don't deal as much damage and it's constantly taking little tick damage.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Because it's always said, like, Charmander, for example, if its tail goes out, it dies.
Yep.
Like, now you have to defend your Pokemon. And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that they could do. There's a lot of stuff that I know that we would love to see them do. But all of those things I doubt we're ever going to see.
Word.
And it sucks. It's unfortunate.
It is. It is. And I mean, dude, this is just two guys that just like playing Pokemon coming up with these ideas. They have teams dedicated to this. So imagine how much more refined and polished they could just take our bullshit. Like, that's the sad part about it.
You hear that, Game Freak? Hire us.
Dude, wouldn't that be a fucking dream?
We'll just throw ideas at you, and then you can pay us for whichever ones you want.
Game Freak, sponsor us.
Right? Sponsorship, please.
You can
Oh
start with a
god.
new, you know, we'll both take a Legend ZA Switch too. What?
All right. I still gotta pre-order my Legend ZA.
I think we do too.
Yeah, just because I know the GameStop up or down here, or yeah, down from you. Yeah, down here. I guess they're doing like a tote bag thing where if you're one of the first however many in, they give you a tote bag for it.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty neat.
yeah, that sounds kind of cool. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, it'll give me an excuse to put on all my Pokemon Professor stuff to go in to get it.
Oh shit, gotta be official.
Hell yeah, man!
It's
I
official
got the ge-
business, duh.
I got the stuff. Might as well wear it, right?
Exactly.
Although to be fair, my hat I did buy from the TikTok shop because it was dope. So it's now official Pokemon licensed merch.
Shh, nobody needs to know that.
Oh no, the judge who I worked with last time that I went to a judging event, he noticed it. He didn't care, but like he was a he's been a judge for a lot longer than I have been, and he saw it. He was like, "Is that like?" And he asked me, "He's like, did you get that from the Pokemon store?" I was like, "No." He's like, at big events you can't wear that, right?" I was like, "Well, it's a good thing that this isn't a big event."
I was honestly just about to ask if they had like some kind of restriction on that being a judge.
From what I've read, now I have like I don't think I'll ever do a large event. Like I just do local stuff.
Okay.
Um, but I know like the big events, you're supposed to get a judge shirt. But in order to get a judge shirt, you have to go to so many events as a judge to accumulate points, and then you can use those points on the professor store. Unfortunately, you can't just buy it from the professor store like I tried to do. Because it's like, nope, you can only trade in points. It's like, what the shit?
Yeah, that's kind of fucking lame.
Yeah. But I mean, I get it. It's one of those things that way not everyone can just go and get one. Because like if you wear them, it's an official Pokemon thing. And you
Well,
could like
right,
walk into
yeah.
an event and be like, I'm an official and you're all banned.
I wonder if that's ever happened, like in like any TCG. Wonder if that's
Oh,
ever happened.
probably some numbnut out there just like I'm a judge. This tournament is done. You all
Judge,
failed.
judge, can I get a level 2 judge? I'm the level 2 judge. You're banned.
You called me over again. Get out of here. But it's my turn, not anymore.
Dude, have I ever told you the story of my first regional when I had to call for a judge?
No.
Okay, so just to get this out of it was not the the other player at the table. I don't remember his name. He was a great player. So it was not a hateful interaction. I was honestly I was right in the situation, but I was also proving him wrong about his own cards. So basically, the game state was he had two Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon Exceed monsters on field. Those cards, whenever I activate any effect, I have to pay 500 life points to do it. So with there being two of them on field, I should be paying 1,000. he didn't like he wasn't aware that the effect stacked. So he was trying to say that I only needed to pay 500, and I knew I needed to pay 1,000. And he was convinced, and I knew I was right. I just didn't want to be dishonest. So put my hand up, called for a judge, nothing. Waited a little bit, called for a judge again, got a little bit louder, still nothing. Then some of the other players that were around, that we have all were chatting, amongst ourselves. Kid looks at me and he just kind of smacks his chest. He's like, "Dude, say it with your chest." Dude, I shut a room of over 750 players up for like 2 solid seconds. I'm telling you, when I yelled for the judge the next time, they fucking heard that echo through that hall. And I didn't try to. I was just like trying to be a little louder, and I accidentally was a lot more louder than I really intended to be. But like, dude, I shit for a second. I was like, "Oh my god, am I gonna get kicked out of here for like misconduct or some shit?"
Nice.
But no, the judge came over. We got it resolved. I was right. We finished our game. But like, probably 2 rounds went by. I met up with everybody that I was there with that day. We were all just kind of conversating amongst ourselves. And a friend of mine, Mike, brought it up. He's like, "Did you guys fucking hear that guy yelling for a judge earlier?" And I kind of like, I started chuckling a little bit because, then Donnie was like, "Yeah, I fucking heard that too, man. I couldn't believe it. Like, the whole room got quiet." And, it just kind of started going around the friend group, and it got to me, and I was like, "That you guys know I was the one that yelled, right?" Everybody was like, and my buddy, Rick, my real good buddy, he was like, "I fucking thought that sounded like you, dude." He goes, "I didn't want to say it, but I thought it."
Shit,
Just
hang on. My
funny.
wife's getting a hold of me.
All right, bro. Take your
And shit.
time.
Be right back.
Well, you know what? Maybe I guess it's my turn. So, do you guys like trading card games? Do you like Donald Duck Zeta flaring Terranort into oblivion? Do you like Final Fantasy? Well, here at Set 2 and Pass, we have a wide variety of topics for you to choose from. Just scroll down through the episodes. I'm sure you'll find something that piques your interest. We have covered so much on this show, and like I said, from video games, retro video games, um, we've even somehow gotten on the topic of Amish fatherly problems and literal world dominating mommy issues. So take that as you will and just go stream us. You should tell everybody about us. I didn't have one as well thought out as Dylan. So I'm just gonna, we can look at what's on my desk. There is a Nintendo 2DS with Omega Ruby in it. There is a Mimigul deck. There's some Commander decks. We have a bag of dice. We've got a tin of cards. We have giant paperweight computer. Just kidding. That thing is not a paperweight. Controllers, playmats, cologne, a leg lamp from A Christmas Story. That's all I got. I think that's all I got. Other than your typical peripherals, mouse, keyboard, and all that good jargon. Hmm. Dominus Impulse. Wait, what? Dominus Purge is only 10? That's crazy. I honestly can't believe that. Yo, Sales Ban is on there. Uh, and it's at 100. Wow, Detonator's only at 20. Duo Drive. And that's the only two Rizio cards on this list. What the fuck? Why is Regenesis more than. I can't believe this. Curly attack. Prohibition at 100. That deserves that. I don't know what the hell Power Sing Stone is. Wow. OSS at 100. Utopic is excellent at 100. Dragoonian at 100. Crooked Cook deserves that. So does Baguska. Manipulator of Selms. Shockmaster at 100. Bill's King at 85. Materia Beast at 50. Honestly surprising. We have 3. You think it's such a bitch to get out? It's really 100. Level Eater and Life Equalizer. That makes sense. Last Will. I don't know what that is. Junk Speeder at 100. Wow. Instant Fusion. Imperial Order. Featherstorm at 100. Golden Match at 100. What? Ghost Meets Girl, a masterful Makiyashi Shiranui saga is at 100? I don't get that. That card sucks. Dragon's fine. to Dragon Master Magia at 100. Let's go. D Barrier at 100. While Dimension Shifters at 10. Zeus at 20. Delinquent Duo at 100. Deep Lockdown at 100. Crimson Dragon, that makes sense. Contact C, Confiscation, and Co-Wave. Catapult Turtles at 100. That's fucking funny. Brain Research Lab. Really, Beatrice is at 100. All the barrier statues are at 60. That's fair, honestly. That's a lot of hundreds of rate note. Damn. Anti-spell fragrance at 100. There are quite a few cards on here that cost 100. I couldn't even do Dragoon combo. There can only be one of 100. Lost Warrior, Force Century.
What?
Oh, I was just looking at some of the cards that were 100 on the list.
There are a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another great week. We talked about the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Format, Genesis. We talked about Pal World, the things we like, the things that they're doing good, the things that Nintendo should. You know, all in all, we've had a pretty good week here. So,
Absolutely.
don't forget to start telling everybody, come on, guys, just give us a quick share. Just, you know what I mean? That repost button don't take but a second.
Right?
But
And let
anyway,
people know you love us.
yeah, we'll love you back. Promise.
Oh, yes.
But
Long time.
with that, yes, long time. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in with us this week. Catch us next week. Until then, set to and pass.
Bye.
So grab your headphones, settle